Yeah, here is the change we need. That is my slogan, and that is how I shall be starting my messages concerning politics. Because now I said that I'll be majoring much on politics unless I'm sent with a different message by my father. Yes. So that is my slogan. Here is the change we need. That is how I shall be starting my messages, and that is how I shall be ending my messages. So, today is a different day because I'll be trying to explain more of how I entered politics and the far I have gone, and the reason as to why I am the change we need as Kenyans, yes. You know, when I read the Constitution to know the qualifications of a president, of a person to be elected as a president, actually I found that it is easier than what I went through. And all those who have ever fight for member of parliament, they can attest to this. It is harm or hard. And especially when you don't have a party. You know, I was an independent candidate. Because they did what, there is a message, the very last message, the previous message that is, there is information that I gave concerning what happened, so that I may not be given the nomination. So, this is what my party logo was. My party symbol, that is, independent symbol, that is. Pambazuko, the change we need. A palm and a hand, and a sun. A palm and sun. Mkono unaoitisha neema juu na jua. Pambazuko. So that was my symbol. And I was, actually, I was cleared to vie for 2017 elective position for member of parliament. And I have said that it is not a simple thing to those who have never fight for any position. You know, you only see politicians running here and there. Behind the scenes, there is too much which goes on. Actually, if you are not fully and truly supported by the family, you can even collapse. And so, today I said I want to show more of what was, when and how I got into politics. I said that before I was called into politics, I was a leader in a church. And to be precise, I was a chair lady of a church. And that church, there used to be elections for the leaders, yes. And so when I was trying to figure out, why, Lord, do we do even elections in the church? So I not go on that side here. So today I'm just talking of how I entered politics. So I used to wonder alone, can we just pray the Holy Spirit, then He just picks for us, then we pray, then we be answered, then we bring the answers on the table, and now pick from there. Even though that is also elections. That leader will still be elected. But then the Lord used to show me visions of me in the politics. And I used to, that was even so many years ago, like 06, 07, 08, 09, 2010. All those years, I used to see myself vying for positions in politics. So I didn't know why. I used to go before the Lord, and in most cases, he never answered me. So I disqualified the visions. I say those are my thoughts. But then, when it came to 2017, because he called me into politics in 2015, August. So, I was to do what is supposed to be done by a person to be elected as a member of parliament. And by the way, I didn't know whether it is another qualification to fight for a president. Yeah, I'll just read you something here. Even though I know I'm talking to enlightened people. I know Kenyans, you are very wise. This moment you will not be lied to. So I'm so thankful for that very one thing. So I said we are asking for leadership, yet we shall lead people who are leaders, who are true leaders. Only that they don't have ambitions in politics. And so this was a clearance letter. This was a clearance letter, which I was cleared in the date 28th April of 2017. I was cleared to vie for a member of parliament. Yeah. I was cleared. This is what is meant. It said, the above subject matter refers to your letter for clearance as an independent candidate dated 28th April 2017 as a member of parliament, Mavoko constituency. So that one cleared me after I had already given my party logo. Actually, I was first cleared for the Pambazuko symbol. I don't know whether today I'm talking sense, but you will allow me to explain, because not everyone is getting it when I'm saying that I need this position of the presidency. Yeah. So I've shown you Pambazuko, the change we need, the symbol, that is the symbol logo. And then there is also now here the certificate of nomination for parliamentary elections. By then we had a specific returning officer. I'll not read the returning officer. I, so and so, the returning officer for Mavoko constituency, do hereby certify Jacqueline Mutindi KYAIWA, ID number 1443042 14430 is validly nominated for National Assembly election to be held on 8th day of August 2017 in Mavoko constituency. And there was his signature. There we have his signature. So to those who think this is a thing I'm starting, it's something I went through. Yes. And I've been thinking that asking for a position in a constituency is harder than for a presidency, because as a president you are just you just have to be qualified. Then you bring your ideologies to your people, to the nation here. If they buy your ideas, you are good to go. But in these constituencies, hey, a lot goes on. A lot. Because some people are too close, others are, I will not say families, because I don't want to include families. I don't want to put families into politics now. I said that this is my take, and my family has given me the go-ahead. Actually, to be precise, my husband with another, we were in a meeting Then he said that actually I'm late. I should have been too far. If it were him, it could be too far. Because the support, we have the heavenly support. It is a thing I'm called into. It is a thing which the Lord has a strategy for it, because we have to clear the debt of the nation. Everyone will see. So he told me, you are even late. If it were me, that is what his word. If it were me, I could be very far. And so, when I'm saying this, when I'm talking concerning this idea of asking for you Kenyans to give me a chance to lead you, it is a thing that which we have already cleared as a family. So I'll not say that I am not involving families. Yes. My children, no. Let me say I've said that I don't want it to include too many. Let me say me and my family. And before me and my family, it is God. Even though I don't want to involve too much of what everyone saw as a trap, but then we cannot exclude who created us, yes. And so when I saw the qualifications, it is in our constitution. Our constitution, if it will never be changed, it is good. It is a good constitution, because what I've been seeing there, if can be followed, if can be articulated, this country could be very, very far. But then, I'm not disqualifying anybody. Yes. So, in chapter 9 of the Constitution, and the clauses 136, especially 137, is where we see the qualifications. And those ones, we shall see them together. I'll see them together with you, so that you may know the reason why I was first to be qualified as a member of parliament, yeah? A person qualifies for nomination as president, as a presidential candidate, if the person is a citizen by birth, is qualified to stand for election as a member of parliament. So the qualifications, that which I had for vying for the MP, are the qualifications for the presidency. Only that because I'm an independent candidate, I shall need more supporters. Like, even by then it was only 1,000. Now I only need 2,000 in the majority of the counties. That is, we have 47 counties, so I only need 24 counties. And those ones I have, because you are Kenyans. Yeah. The third is nominated by a political party or is an independent candidate. Another qualification is nominated by not fewer than 2,000 voters from each of the majority of the counties. That is, from each of a majority of the counties. A majority of the counties means that more than 23 counties, yes. More than 23 counties, yeah. And that's all. There is nothing else. There is no any other. The rest are disqualifications, and I'm not disqualified because I know I am not. And so what do I say today? What am I trying to tell you, Kenyans? If you see me before you, praying that you give me a chance to lead you, and knowing so very well that this is the moment we shall have the change we have been admiring. Yes, the change to our economy, change to our youth, change to our women, change to our families, change to our schools, change to our hospitals, change for our roads. Actually, it will be a change in everywhere, in everything. Yes. Even into our churches. Yes. Even, actually, it's like the church has been waiting for this moment. Like, as long as I cannot know. Yes, this is your chance as a church. And so what do I say today? What am I trying to tell Kenyans? The moment I think of the nation of Kenya and what it has and what we are passing through, I see a contradicting situation. Actually, we have more than what we need. Kenyans, just, I don't know how you will take this, but I know. I already know what exactly we need, and I know we have more than what we need. For sure, we have more than what. Actually, we are supposed to be lending to nations, and nations are waiting for us. I don't want to go to the part of the spiritual part of it. I just want to major on politics part of it. So when I say Kenyans, we are supposed to be lending to other nations, it is that true. It is that true. We have got too many resources. And I don't want to put it to people to look like we are trying to report some people. But these resources have been going to other nations through unlawful means. Yes, I know how, and so many people know how. But then, you see these foreigners, most of them are coming for what we have. We only need a change of governance to put someone who really loves this nation. Because if you can take the food of children and give to neighbors when your children are suffering, then that is not a thing even to be done by people who even don't know God. Yes. Yes. Kenyans, I wish, I have a mineral. Actually, it's the crude oil. And when I say crude oil, I know what I mean, Kenyans. And the reason why our crude oil came like it is coming to a standstill, it is not being seen, it is not being mentioned. There is something which was going on. And so the Lord didn't want it to continue. Because every resource from the nation of Kenya must help the Kenyans first. And it is not supposed to help anybody else. It is for the nation. Yes. If we have the best resources, mineral resources, yes. We have the best. I can assure you, Kenyans. So we are not supposed to be even having any debt from anybody. And those debtors know what we have. Most of them know what we have. So they want like to put us in bondage so that we may not understand who we are and what we have. So that they may, I'll call it stealing. Because if it is not stealing, what it is? What is it if it is not stealing? They are doing the excavation of our minerals, which we are supposed to be using. I know this is a sensitive matter, but I'm called to it. If I am the one to clear the debt through the crude oil, what else am I not supposed to talk of the minerals? Actually, my ideology here is only one: to clear the debt of the nation. I don't have any other, because the Lord didn't give me any other. The moment our nation will be free from debt, everyone will understand what I was up to. And so, Kenyans, when I'm telling you that I qualify for this position, I'm trying to ask from you, because it is you to do the bigger part of it. Mine is to bring my ideologies, try to search if they are true, then bank me. Give me the chance. Yes. And you shall be a happy nation. Yes. In addition of the qualifications, there is something which I would like you Kenyans to understand. If you put people who really don't have their minds in you in their minds, whom they don't even think of as part of their creation, as part of their life, then that is our only mistake. In addition of these qualifications, we must add our hours, not tampering with the constitution, because we shall not put them there. But we must look for a person who really loves people, who really loves God's people, who really loves the nation of Kenya, yes. Because if you really love someone or something, you can't do anything bad to that thing or to that person, if you truly love that thing. So if these people truly love the nation of Kenya, we are not supposed to be in the situation we are in, if they really truly love the nation. And so I say, without fearing, that I do love this nation, Kenya. I now don't know why and how I just started loving the nation. I hate to see anything touch Kenya in a negative manner. I truly hate such a thing. I don't know how I can explain to Kenyans, but I truly have given that burden just to love the nation. And so when I see people doing awkward things in this nation, it doesn't only hurt me. It takes me to a situation that I don't know how I can pray about it. So Kenyans, at this moment, we only need a change, and a change that will give us a green light. Actually, we are in darkness. Yes, that is how can we be demonstrating in the streets, yet some people don't even think of sitting down, solving the matter with those who are demonstrating. Is it me who doesn't get it? If I see something which is not which to me may seem good, but to others is not good, then I am supposed to sit with them and ask them, where could I be going wrong? What do you want to bring up? What can you bring on board to give you the freedom that to make you feel, to make you understand and feel like you are included in everything? If I were the one, that is what I could do. But we see people are very normal. Our leaders are very normal. They are acting normally when others are running in the streets. That is a thing which is contradicting in this nation, in our nation. And so what do I say today, Kenyans? Give me a chance. It is only, and I heard someone say, Who can unseat so and so? We have God who can unseat and make others sit. Yes, we have God. Najua mwanadamu hawezi akamshinda mwanadamu mwenzake na akamshinda Mungu pia. To all those who want these elective seat positions, just go before the Almighty God. If He clears you, go ahead. Don't fear so and so. By the way, in 2017, I was very new in politics. Very, very new in politics. But there is something I did in my constituency, yes. And Mavoko constituents, they can attest to this. Yes. And so when I say, do not fear anybody when you really want to go and help. Yes. Only put God first. And the people who are now giving you the chance. And that's all. And that's why I am putting you first. That is why I am explaining myself bit by bit so that you may understand whom you are holding a hand. Because I really need your involvement in this. And so, today I don't have much. Here is the change we need. Thank you.